Welcome back this afternoon. He is the go-to guy for clarity, confidence, and direction. Radio host, life coach, and now author Joel Boggess joins us today to talk about his new book titled Finding Your Voice. And he has a couple of book signings in town this Saturday, which we'll talk about. But first, I want to talk about the book, Finding Your Voice.
Yes.
And what's the message you deliver with this book?
Yeah, thanks for asking. You know, after years of helping people through their own transition, I've learned that people have a hunger within themselves. They have a deep hunger to express who they are, what excites them, and what they stand for. And I've also learned that people, their needs run deeper than simply navigating the day-to-day challenges and changes. And what I found is that when people find their voice, they are empowered to make that connection and to take their work, their home, and their family in a direction that best suits them. And the Finding Your Voice book is a collection of some of our best work.
It says, sort through the clutter and discover. How do you help people kind of find their voice?
Fantastic. Great question there. I've learned that, number one, the past leaves clues. And when you think back over your life, and we'll take my life as an example, I've always tried to help people overcome challenges, tried to help people understand their own value and to harness their strengths. As a college kid, I was a swim teacher, a karate teacher, also a personal fitness trainer. I've always been trying to help people find their voice. I've just been doing it in different ways. And finally, when I realized that, my gosh, I've been helping people, coaching people all along the way, it added tremendous clarity in my journey. So that's one of the things that I do, is help people sort through their own experiences, their own past, and to make some connections.
And talk about how it's written, because you offer some advice, and then there's kind of a question and answer section. How's it written? Yeah,
I love this question. Didn't write it as a rule book. And what I mean by that is I didn't write it with a built-in, you must do this, pass or fail kind of thing, because we're all different people. And a cookie cutter approach does not work. So the way I wrote it is as a guidebook with the tips, the tools, the strategies that I've seen work in my own life and also in the work, or rather in the lives of the clients that I've worked with from coast to coast, from the high school student to the six-figure earner.
Are you targeting anyone specifically, or is this kind of formed to where everyone can take a little bit away from it?
That's the way we wrote it. We wrote it so people can open it up to any chapter and can immediately start to gain some of the wisdom, some of the guidance, some of the tips and tools that are right there in the book.
Tell you where to find Joel this weekend. He has a couple of book signings. One is going to be this Saturday at the Barnes & Noble in the Arboretum.
Arboretum, 2 to 4.
2 to 4. And then at the Homestead Barnes & Noble.
Right afterwards, 5 to 7.
5 to 7. You can find Joel, get a signed copy of his book. It's called Finding Your Voice. Check it out. Already widely popular on Amazon and Kindle. It's only been out for, what, 9 days?
Yeah, just a few days. And our biggest number so far, number 25 in books on Amazon, and number 21 in Kindle in our category, so it's smoking hot.
Check them out at Barnes & Noble. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll be right back.